By the way, since you live in Canada, what do you think of what Trump's talking about with your country? You know, I didn't like Trump before. I think most Canadians didn't. And this just makes things so much worse. The fact that he wants to wage economic warfare on us and turn us into the 51st state. Like, I thought it was a joke at first. But as it went on, now it's like, oh, he's actually serious about it? Like, what kind of brain-dead decision is... Build it should be here, right? Come on, let's go see Wilma. Oh yeah, that's what was going on last time, is we were told to go here. I remember now. Be nice if the game actually told me that in, like, the screen here. So I wouldn't be expected to remember it from last time, because I didn't. Yeah, like, the US and Canada very much rely on one another as next-door neighbors. Like, all of us, like, North American countries, like Canada, United States, and Mexico. Like, we should be buddy-buddy with one another. Whoa. Like, it should be in all three countries' best interest, especially with the US being, like, right in the middle of the two. But wanting to take over Canada and turn it into the 51st state, and wanting to take over Greenland too, apparently, for whatever reason. Someone's put flowers here too. Guess we can't use this pipe. Does it show me where the icon is here? Okay, yeah, it's over there. Gotcha. Like, it's just so dumb. And does he not realize that if he wages economic warfare on Canada, it's going to hurt the states too? Like, it'll probably hurt Canada more than the states. Like, we're a much larger country in terms of area, but a much smaller country in terms of population. But it'll definitely affect them too. What the heck? Oh, I gotta go around this way. And it's like, why? Like, why would anyone want it to be the 51st state? Like, it doesn't make any sense. So, a lot of Canadians really aren't happy with America right now. So, when Guzma gets here in 3 days, I've kind of told him, like, hey, like, when you're here, and as we're traveling around and, like, chatting with random people, maybe don't tell people that you're from the States, because a lot of Canadians might not be very impressed with America right now, is the case. Maybe just keep that a little bit hush-hush there. Like, can maybe bring it up with the other Fragapalooza staff that are at the Mega FPS Janlan event, because I'm pretty sure that a lot of them have met him before at Fragapalooza 2023, and I'll just be like, yeah, whatever. But in terms of, like, traveling around and just chatting with people generally while he's here, yeah, maybe don't mention that he's from the States, because a lot of Canadians are really not happy with the States right now, and it's really quite worrisome. Yeah, fair enough, still gonna pre-order the game, assuming it's not gonna get the Pokemon TCG scalper treatment. Yeah, I don't think that the games ever get to that point. Like, they always produce, like, so many of the games. Have high expectations for this game, and hopefully it cooks and carries for Legends CA, or, Brothership here. Because I know that you were just talking about pre-ordering, so I assume Legends ZA. Also find it funny that if Trump made Canada was made into an entire state itself, it'd just be all blue voting-wise. Yeah, it would be. Mom seems kinda low energy. You know, you're right. Hey, Mom, you gotta cheer up. Dang, it'll take more than words to get her out of that funk. It'll take action. So what does the game want me to do? Oh, a little bit of lag there. But I'm fresh out of ideas. Hey Mario, Luigi, can't you two do anything? What's this about the power of bonds? Whoa, it's Grumbler! Grumbler, you stop right now! My precious artwork, no! Wait, is the first boss actually gonna be connected to the story in some way after all? Did I hear someone say Grumbler? Hey, Mom! We should go too. Grumbler, I thought you were sorry, but you're back to misbehaving. Well, no more. Your auntie's not letting you off the hook for this one. Oh, all gloamed. Are we gonna refight with just, like, faster attacks and gloam? Shut up, will ya? Have all the nerve getting fresh with me? That's not how I raised you. Huh. No one raised me. Hey, Does he seem all gloomy to you guys? No, I don't think so. I'll take you, Auntie. Everyone else too. Whoa. You'll all end up just like this art. Smashed to pieces. I love how it lagged like between 2 and pieces there. It seemed like. We are refighting the first boss. There is like a story reason because it totally isn't padding here. Okay, so we're redoing this one. It looks like. So we're back again. Hey, look, the fountain's back there too. Okay. Now we're facing Glom Garumbla is the case. But yeah, let's see here. Oh god, just look this up and it seems like this specific part of the game is a problem for quite a few people. Oh. Like, just figuring out what to do. Not fully educated on this political matter. Honestly tired of it, so not gonna say much except cool, I guess. I hope Trump reaps the consequences. I'm sure he will, but the problem is the American and Canadian people are going to as well. Like, that's the problem there. But yeah. Understandable for you, it's one of the subjects you study, so you have to keep in touch with the news, for better and the worse. Yeah. We Canadians have to hope that Trump becomes distracted and forget that Canada exists, that American laws would still restrain his intended economic coercion, or that he quickly withdraws tariffs when American consumers feel a pinch. Hopefully there. I'm worried about, like, so much of the restructuring that, like, they're already trying to do to make it so that those that can influence those kinds of decisions are the people that agree with Trump already, that make it a lot easier for him to make these kinds of drastic decisions. I'm kind of scared about that, and yeah, I think the next few years are gonna be very worrisome for us here in Canada, and probably for a lot of Americans too. But yeah, does enemies have any real reason or explanation why they are this way, or is it just bad for the sake of bad? They're getting gloam beamed by the villains, and that makes them like want to be alone, except when it doesn't. But that's neither here nor there. It usually makes people want to be alone and not like to be with anybody else or talk to anybody else. They're perfectly fine on their own. Like, it's so good to be lonely and stuff. And it, like, powers them up and makes their attacks faster and stuff. I don't know, do some of this stuff. I'm not gonna be using my best stuff. I think I'll save my best stuff coming up here, because I don't think I'm gonna do that many random encounters, like, before the next major story boss. Like, I'm probably just gonna be running from objective to objective without much in the way of boss battles. So, unless you're protected here right now and I can't damage you. I think that was some damage. Yeah, I can damage you a bit. Okay. Surprise Iron Boost. If you use Attack Boost and Surprise Iron Ball together, increase the number of balls that fall. Interesting. But yeah. Yeah, I wish you all the best. I'm rather optimistic it won't be as bad as the biased media says it is, but honestly, every aspect of life is a mess, and we're only 10 days in 2025. The beginning of 2025 has already been like, holy crap. Part of it is that the collecting all bonds is apparently the most tedious part of the game. So, we are hunting the Triforce of the end of Wind Waker after all here. But yeah, Damage Shape 2 since Pokemon card collecting was my jam, but now market price be out of control and buying anything retail price is harder than Elden Ring, no dev. Yeah, that's what I've heard from, like, what people are saying on social media lately. Gloom has a 1% chance of making people want to be alone, but 99% of the time it just makes them into jerks, or like a combination of the both. Also, don't know how he would get the agreement necessary from the army and the Congress to embark on any sort of war, economic or military. I don't think that you would need a, well, at least in terms of like the army, I don't think that you would need like to put it through them to wage economic warfare. I mean, I don't know how it works exactly, but yeah, it would still need to go through Congress and all, I would assume here. Bam! Wow, Luigi's big damage with the Luckies. A painful blow. Oh, I got a power bean, a defense bean, and ultra syrup jar for that. If this is my throwaway save file, I may as well pop all my beans after this, right? So I may as well do. Okay. I could have popped it before this fight, but it didn't occur to me. Okay. There's not really any reason not to just swing with both. Oh, there's only 2 blocks. Can I Luigi logic here in a second? I can't confirm since I was deep into it until you just stood up and realized I can't afford this shit no more. Yeah. That's very much what I've heard. Some of the prices seem insane and stuff. Army Team's president actions is unconstitutional. I believe they can just disobey him. But, like, in an economic warfare, you don't use the army, is the case. So, like, I don't think that they would have a say in economic warfare, at least, I would presume. Surely. But I don't know. I don't know enough about it to be able to say. Surprise Iron Ball! Counter. What? Okay, well, that works. Yeah, like... And I don't think I could ever see, like, Canada and the US going to war. Like, why would that ever happen? And I mean, realistically, I would have never envisioned Canada and the US going to economic war either. Because, like, again, why would that happen? But here we are. Here we are in this day and age. No, I can do this that's, like, used up. I don't need that for anything here. Do I need to do another one, my countdown thingamabobs? I can put that on, I guess. The auto amp berry, that's probably not going to be used up. There's the auto Luigi thing. Let's take a bonus attack or search the area for an item. I don't know. What are my countdown things at? Oh, okay. I really need to do something about those then, huh? Alright, here. Let's do this then, in that case. Sure. All the countdown things. There we go. And then it's Luigi logic. But yeah, so now just buying the cards itself and not the packs and just settle with that. And save quite a bit of money until the once in a blue moon. Your pre-order actually works and you get a box secured for retail price. Yeah, fair enough there. Yeah, same Luigi logic as before. Are we gonna end up refighting a lot of bosses in this? Hit the block back. Yeah, I remember this. It was many months ago that I did this. What? Oh, it's just A to well, I don't remember enough about it. You just hit A to swing. Why can't this game just be consistent, huh? Usually, it's like the moment that you hold A, you just get the hammer ready, and then it's when you release A that you actually swing. But in that instance, the moment that I hit A and hold it down, he swings. So that threw me off, because I started holding A to get ready, and then he just swung. Like, if the game could just be consistent. Like, same with the whole ring attacks, where it's like, on some attack types, jumping on the ring bounces it back and makes it a counter attack, and other times, jumping on it damages you. Like, just be consistent. I don't care which way you go, just, like, choose one and be consistent with it, so that the player can know and stuff. But yeah. Are done by the cabinet, okay. But yeah, so now it's just, oh, I already read that one. It's probably not too important to spend the ice attack here. Let's just use clock out below, how about? Let's use this one. Sounds good to me. I'm gonna not mess this one up like I did against Zocket last time. Time to actually be better at video games, maybe. Here's the hope. Also, thinking about, like, video games and incoming tariffs for the States, I wonder what's gonna happen to the price of games there. Like, are games gonna start getting more expensive in the States? Or are game manufacturers going to be willing to take the loss of the tariffs? Because usually that price is put onto the consumer, but it really depends on, like, how much they want to keep things, like, standardized and consistent across, like, prices staying relatively the same across countries. Like, with currency differences, it's not always going to be exact, but I know that they try to keep it relatively the same. Oh yeah, I have a new thing here now. Wait, did I not have a new thing on Mario? Power the tornado using A for Mario and B for Luigi, then use L to suck up enemies. Okay. Demo? So fill every other one with one side and then every other one with the other side? Or can I just, like, be hitting A and B together in, like, such a frequency that I do it well? But yeah, are the prices really bad in Brazil? Alright, well, that looks interesting. This would be a really good one for single target. This probably wouldn't, but I want to try just for the sake of trying it out. Also, for reference, the health bar is there. A little bit less than halfway through. Here, let's try this. So is it a rhythm thing? Oh. I don't know. Dang it! Does it have to be alternating? Alright, well, I'm not very good at that, am I? Oh, it's still an excellent, because I filled up most of it. Is there anything stopping me from just, like, filling it completely with fire or ice? Oh, do I have to, like, stay on this spot, then? Okay, just stay roughly around where you go. Something or other? Okay, I'm learning here. Okay. Yeah, the attacks as always are definitely really charming. Wow, I'm surprised that didn't count as too early. Have I made so that Mega Drives were selling up there into the late 2010s? Whoops. Dumb question. What are Mega Drives? Okay, well, there's another thing there. Okay, yeah, you take a second with that one. And then those ones are about that speed. I'm surprised I didn't get a counter there. Alright, look, you can see the health bar now. Alright, I'll leave the countdown thingamabob on, like, for one more go here. And then maybe take it off shortly after. This really doesn't seem that hard. Just what we faced before. A second time. Just the attacks are a little faster now. Good old Gloam, aka a cheap and easy way to get more variety. Is what it kind of feels like to me, gameplay-wise. Okay. Do that, and then remember to hit X. I almost forgot the last time, but yeah. So the console the first Sonic game's released on. Oh, so that's just what that's called there. Not the Sega Genesis as I would know it as. Alright, well, let's go ahead and Luigi logic here. Like this. Now I know to just hit A right at that moment. Is what I gotta do. Oh my god! I thought it would take him a little longer to swing. I basically just tickled that stone there. Just scraped by it. Just barely didn't get it. Well, the thing's right back in there. Probably gonna have to take my countdown thing off after this, most likely. But yeah. I would have actually liked one boss on every island, if they were different bosses. Ooh, that's perfect. So I had something different to look forward to, as opposed to this where it's just like, yeah, I've done this before, I know how it goes. Here, just put on the things I'm trying to use up here. Sure, and power counters, don't really need the temperature guard. There's nothing else here that I can really use up. Put on auto Luigi because it's funny. I don't know. And do another clock up blow. Yeah, so I guess Luigi got a new bro attack, but Mario didn't. That sucks. But yeah, beating up people to cure them implies that a way to stop Recluse's plan to succeed is to fight everyone. Yeah, imagine. Though there are people that are now, like, booted into the Matrix. I don't think that I can fight them to make them feel better. But yeah, why do we need ant berries in the first place if we could have cured everyone by just beating the shit out of them? Doctor's orders. If only. Like, it even worked with, like, their super Gloam beam on Bowser that used all of the great lighthouses to do, like, the most crazy beam ever. And, like, it cured him. So, yeah, I mean... Alright. Okay, just swing when Luigi's, like, right beside me, / like, right directly in front of me. That's what I'm gonna have to do. There, like that. And then that. Like, I love the animations and stuff. I love the stretchy animation. I love, like, the absurdity in how some of these things work. Oh, he found an Ultra Nut. Oh, that's handy. Now it's in my inventory, I guess. Like, the whole Mario starts hitting the rock back and it stays frozen in place when there's, like, sparks coming off of it. And then Luigi hops off and adds his hammer to that. Like, that kind of absurdity and lack of realism. That's the kind of stuff that I really dig. You know, just the over-the-top Mario Bros kind of combat. Mario and Luigi kind of combat. I love that. But yeah, oh dear, this is a serious case of Gloam. The only cure is to beat the shit out of them. Doctor's orders. Yep, that's right. Imagine you go in to go see your doctor and just like, yeah, considering this diagnosis and your symptoms here, yeah, we're gonna have to call in the Mario Bros with their 2 hammers and their jumping boots, and they're just gonna beat the living hell out of you. Like, you can go to a private doctor if you want, but they're just gonna tell you the same thing, I promise you. So you can either get it done today, or you can put it off, deal with the symptoms a little bit longer. It would be in your best interest just to get it done today, and then you can start feeling better immediately. I mean, after you recover from all the injuries. But we can cover that too, depending on where you live. Depending on where you live, you might have to have, like, solid insurance. A more painful blow. Did I do over 1,000 damage? I think I briefly saw that, and then I immediately wiped it from my memory. Like, the moment after it happened. What up, mushroom? So I'm not actually 100% certain. There we go. Just notice this guy is the 41st level. Now you're fighting enemies with the highest level in this series. I believe the highest level enemy had in the past was 38. I guess that has to do with like how this is like the longest game in the series by far. Like, I have so many hours in this game. And that's like by sending a whole bunch of the time quests to the Shadow Realm and turning this into my throwaway save file. And yeah, if it's my throwaway save file, I may as well use those beans. Let's remember to do that after this battle, how about? Yeah, otherwise I wouldn't. Whenever I don't know for sure that something is infinite, if, as far as I'm aware, something is a finite item, I'm never using it. Because then I've made my save file imperfect. That's just how I've always been. So, yeah, I never used the beans before, but I guess I will now if it's my throwaway save file that's already ruined anyway. Almost always footsteps coming out of the loading screen, like 95% of the time. You have like tar coming out of your eye? Got one messed up looking teardrop there. Garumbla? Huh? What happened? Auntie, what's the matter? Speak up. Oh yeah, it must have been oil is what it was. Just don't tell the states. Then they'll be coming and trying to turn this island into the 51st state. Auntie, I'm sorry. And during this cutscene, GMK is redeeming time yourself out for 10 minutes, so enjoy the 10-minute timeout there. I've wanted to say that for a long time, but I just couldn't see you, Auntie. Sure, now you decide you're sorry. Wait a minute. Rumbla had that gloam stuff all over him. You stay out of this. I don't care if he's gloaming or foaming or what. Also, whenever there's like a boss battle and we have to face someone that's gloomed, why don't we just like force feed them an Antberry? Like, that would totally be like a bros move where one bro holds like the mouth open and then the other bro like kicks it in like a Mario Striker's ball. And Gearkoviak also redeemed time yourself out for 10 minutes. Alright, enjoy the 10-minute time out there. The boys smashed folks' artwork and an island chief. I can't let that slide. Oh, so the first boss does have something to do with the story, but only like right at the end. Mother, when you're stubborn, that's when everybody suffers. I know you're kind. No need to double down. When I was a girl, you made that flower crown. Yeah, what she said. This guy changed my diapers. Garumbla's practically family. Build it, make it, and you too, Garumbla. Let's go. You did this, so I have to apologize for, well, for all of us, as a family. Auntie, that's my mom! I'm with you, Mother. Alright, gather up with me. Let our feelings become one. This is just a thing that people say, or does she have like some sort of spidey sense that lets her know how this watering can works? Hey! Or bonding can, or whatever the heck. Well, that didn't take much convincing, did it? Yeah? So what's this then? We're harvesting your bond and selling it on the black market. The power of bonds? Yeah, it's a power that we can use against Reclusa. Well, it's gotta be. The power of bonds. Shah! Everyone is always like surprisingly cool with this. Like, it would be pretty out of the ordinary in a Mario game if characters were suddenly like, oh my god, what just came out of me? But it would be pretty funny. Quite frankly. Another half heart. Man, you guys only gave me half a heart. Your bond sucks. The bond energy collected in the watering can. Looks like we owe you guys yet again. We have a reward for you at the workshop. Where's that? Like, the way behind you there? When you get back to Ship Shape Island, stop by. Or it's the stall on Ship Shape Island. What, are you going on a ship shape? Where are you going?